and gentlemen, how are you all feeling today? I hope everyone is as safe and comfortable as ever. I am Maridelion, your host, and I am delighted to welcome all of you here at San Remo's World Pasta Month 2020 celebration. This will be a month-long celebration which will feature a series of dazzling and delightful cooking demonstrations from mommy influencers, homemakers, and culinary experts where they will demonstrate pasta in its many wonderful varieties. For this session, we will be featuring our San Remo La Pasta line, which is perfect for those who want to savor a quick yet delectable pasta dish. San Remo La Pasta side dishes are a quick and delicious side dish that will jazz up any meal. In just a matter of minutes, you can enjoy premium quality pasta from Australia's pasta experts, combined with delectably tasty sauces and flavors that the whole family will love. We have macaroni and cheese, Alfredo, and carbonara. Now, please allow me to ask all of you, what does pasta mean for you? Does anyone want to answer? Please chat in the chat box. What does pasta mean for you? It must mean something, yes. Pasta is one of my comfort food. Pasta is family. Wow, yes, that is so true. And pasta simply, what was that? Oh, there's a lot of answers. I love it. Okay, comfort food, family means life, love, heart, oh, life. And I can so relate to comfort food. Okay, so to continue, for San Remo Philippines, pasta are more than just wonderfully shaped noodle varieties. It is a celebration. When we think of pasta, we are reminded of scenes of great family bondings that are shared with a pasta dish or two on the dining table. That is why this World Pasta Month, we are celebrating the family tradition of pastas and reminding us that though some of us may be apart, we are all still together. Pasta is family. We are family. Now let's get on to the moment we've all been waiting for, our cooking demonstration. Allow me to introduce our pasta aficionado for today. She is a full-fledged homemaker and a full-time mother to four beautiful children, which she personally homeschools. To her, cooking up a meal for her family is blissful and therapeutic. It is a family affair where her kids are also in the kitchen with her as a way of bonding and teaching them life skills, a main focus on her homeschooling curriculum. And here to join us today for our session on Pasta on the Go, please give her a virtual round of applause to the amazing Patty Muhlach.
Hi, Mary. Good morning. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am beyond excited to share with you two of my family's favorite pasta dishes. But before that, I want to take this moment to talk to you, especially to the mamas out there. Moms, I know that this is one of the most difficult seasons in our lives, having to cope with the pandemic while juggling work, homemaking, and homeschooling. Sometimes we get so stuck in the bad thing, it's all we see. It just keeps getting bigger the more we focus on it. But let's pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and start thinking of things to be thankful for in the present situation. Learning how to change your focus from the hard things to the beautiful and life giving things that come, even in the hardest of situations, can change your heart song to joy, even in the face of hard stuff. Mamas, let us all focus on seeing more things to be thankful for, especially on hard days, weeks, months, or seasons. It's all about learning thankfulness. I am so grateful that in the midst of my being a homeschooling mom to multiple kids, I am blessed with so much energy to make our family mealtime special. I always look forward to preparing exciting meals with my kids. These are the best bonding times for us which also allows me to take a break from my daily homeschooling work. So without further ado, this is my mac and cheese croquettes. So you guys should be seeing the recipe. Yan. Okay, so this recipe is super easy to follow, especially if we are going to use San Remo's mac and cheese la pasta. This is something you can prepare ahead of time and just keep in the freezer and store for a long time. So what you will be needing is 1 pack San Remo mac and cheese flavor. 1 pack should give you about 7 to 8 croquettes. So, and then you add 1.5 cup water, 1/2 cup milk, and then in this recipe, I decided to add mozzarella cheese just because my kids, especially Alejandro, he likes stringy cheese. So para lang mas entertaining and fun for them. And then I add 15 grams butter, 1 cup flour, 2 large eggs, 1 cup breadcrumbs, and 30 grams chopped spring onions. Also, you can add whatever you want to put in. Like for us, since my daughters, they're so into pineapples, we've also made Hawaiian mac and cheese croquettes. So with pineapples and with ham. You can also add pepperoni, hot dog, or more cheese. So for the procedure, you just boil hot water and milk. Make sure the water is already boiling when you add in your la pasta. If you are cooking regular pasta, you have to salt your water, right? But since we're gonna be using San Remo's la pasta, you don't have to add salt anymore. So you just pour in 1 whole pack of San Remo mac and cheese, and then you simmer for 7 minutes until it's fully cooked. You also have to check on this because it will also depend on kung gaano kalakas yung apoy nyo when cooking.
Hello,
So,
sir. Hindi po ba?
natin ma-achieve is yung thick yung sauce pero hindi matutuyo yung pasta. So, I'm just explaining to you guys the recipe before I show you the video. So, you add butter, mozzarella cheese, and spring onions. And then, you set aside para palamigin yung pasta before we turn them into balls. So once your pasta is cold already, this is when you can also, kung may mga idadagdag nga kayo, dito nyo na idagdag right before we mold them into balls. So after molding it into balls, we dip it in flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. So Feb, para matandaan nyo, Feb. And then we place it in the chiller overnight to set. And then right before we fry it, make sure na sobrang init na nung oil nyo. So here's a video, guys.
Sipping Jack from your glass, in a trance, not a one-night stand. Oh, feel the heat from the fire, now feel mine too. I find a place for your hands. Oh, baby, let me have all of your attention. You don't need her love anymore. I will be your woman. I will be your woman. Oh, I will be your woman. I will be the fire beneath your skin. Bury her in your dreams and lock the door. I hold on to the key. Oh, when you forget how to breathe, just look at me. I will speed up your pulse. Oh, baby, let me be your sweet intervention. I can't watch you bleed anymore. I will be your woman. I will be your woman. Oh, I will be your woman. I will be the fire beneath your skin if you let me
Okay, so as you saw in the video, I also used the San Remo's tomato and basil pasta sauce. So if your kids are into cheese naman, you can also add melted cheese as their dip. So moms, it is also important not to neglect our husbands during this time. Let us be wives who love our husbands. Let us show them that we love them by respecting them as men, as heads of our home, as providers, and as men under God. Make sure not to forget to make time for them. I know it's hard to go on date nights nowadays, but a little creativity goes a long way. All you need is good food, like this smoked salmon and dill Alfredo. I know the dish sounds complicated, but it's not, mainly because we are going to use San Remo's La Pasta Alfredo flavor. So can you guys show the recipe card? There you go. So for this one, we're just gonna be using 1 pack of the Alfredo. 1 pack is already enough for 2 actually. And then so 1.5 cup water, 1/2 cup milk, 100 grams salmon, 5 grams fresh dill, 10 grams garlic. Okay, so this for garlic, isang style namin dito sa bahay is lagi kaming merong prepared na chopped garlic. We store it sa ref in a bottle with oil. So para mapabilis yung cooking process nyo, diba? So, and then 20 grams onions, 1/4 cup cooking cream. So try nyo gumamit ng cooking cream talaga instead of using all-purpose cream. Kasi yung all-purpose cream, it's kind of sweet. So mas okay for cooking talaga yung cooking cream. And then 20 grams Parmesan cheese, 15 grams butter, and 1/4 cup of white wine. Of course, yung white wine, okay din naman siya even walang white wine. Pero for extra flavor, okay din na may white wine. You can also use regular cooking wine. Normally, sa grocery, naka-box siya. So for the procedure, in a pan, you just boil the water and milk, just like what we did with the mac and cheese. And then you pour in the pasta. Make sure not to overcook it kasi mas masarap yung pasta pag may bite pa rin siya, pag hindi siya masyadong mushy. But you have to also make sure when you're simmering for 7 minutes na hindi matuyo yung sauce nyo, ha? And then you set aside. So in another hot pan, add oil and saute onions and garlic. And then you add in the smoked salmon and saute for 1 minute. Add fresh dill and then stir, and then pour in white wine and simmer for about 30 seconds. And then after you do that, you add in the cooked San Remo Alfredo pasta, add cream, Parmesan cheese, and finish with butter. So notice that with la pasta, we don't need to season anymore. Yan kasi yung fear ko all the time when cooking, yung pagkailangan ko magtimpla. So I always ask my husband, who's a chef, to make timpla for me kasi lagi nag-end up yung niluluto ko under-seasoned. So he always helps me. So ito yung malaking tulong sa akin nung la pasta na to kasi nga you don't have to worry about seasoning. Just make sure you don't add too much water or milk. So video please. can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so wait lang guys, kinorekt ako ng asawa ko. I forgot to mention daw, after the wine, we have to add lemon zest. And also, yung pag-add namin ng cream, we just added cream kasi we wanted it to be extra thick. Pero kung hindi nyo gusto na extra thick, yung la pasta na Alfredo, may kasama na siyang cream powder eh. So, hindi na talaga siya necessary.
All right. Okay. Though that was already a wonderful and tasty video demonstration, Miss Patty, it's a video that I could taste. If only I could also, really actually eat it right now off from the video.
You can
But
try making it.
I know I am already so excited too. And just to get to know you a little bit more, Miss Patty, I would like to ask you a few questions. As a full-time mom and homemaker, how do you balance your responsibilities with cooking and even homeschooling?
You know what? Even my husband, lagi din niya yung sinasabi na parang ang dami-dami kong ginagawa and I don't know, he doesn't know how I do it. You know what? It's all him. It's God. He makes everything possible. You know, I don't wake up every day naman syempre na feeling inspired to do all the stuff that I have to do, but I always pull through. And it's because also I look at motherhood as my way of worshiping and serving God. So even if it gets tough, lagi ko naman siyang kinakaya. And then one tip din is I have also established na kasi since it's our second year of homeschooling already, I have established a routine that works for us. And I have set up our house in a way that it's conducive for learning. So everything in our house is already smooth sailing and everyone has already adjusted to the new normal. So kaya mas madali na para sa akin.
Wow, that's interesting that you already started homeschooling since last year pa
Yes,
pala.
yes.
You were already prepared.
Yes, prepared na ako for this pandemic.
how how did you think of that in advance? Oh, but anyway, you were so lucky.
God, it's because of God.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. But anyway, going back, could you please run us all through about the products that you used in making such a wonderful and yummy dish?
Okay, so for the macaroni and cheese, so instead of just serving my kids the regular mac and cheese, I decided to turn it into croquettes by using San Remo's La Pasta macaroni and cheese. So basically, wala ka na talaga kailangan idagdag. You just have to turn it into balls and then you just have to batter it. Remember, flour, egg, and breadcrumbs, sorry. So, and then you just deep fry it. And then for the second recipe, I just did the baked salmon and dill Alfredo. So, nag-add lang ako ng salmon and the dill. But instead of adding salmon, you can also add chicken or scallops, or you can also serve it with fried chicken or roast chicken.
Or anything that they will want to eat.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And the crunch at the end of that video of the mac and cheese croquette was yummy. I could taste. I'm
Sana
so
may
excited.
ASMR mic, di ba?
I know the ASMR mic will do that justice with the crunch. Okay. So can you also share a little bit more of what inspired you to prepare these dishes?
Okay, so for the macaroni and cheese, kasi it's Alejandro. Si Alejandro, my eldest son, he's 10 years old. Sobrang favorite niya ng mac and cheese. In fact, yung very first YouTube video namin, it's about making mac and cheese from scratch naman. So, siya talagang inspiration ko dito. And medyo kasi, you know how kids are naman, di ba? Madali sila magsawa. So, for a time, parang ayaw na ni Alejandro mag-mac and cheese. So, I just decided to turn it into croquettes. Tapos, ayun, nag-iba lang yung itsura. Okay na ulit sa kanila.
Oh, wow. And the taste is probably different as well, was
Yes,
it?
and the texture because of the crunch.
All right. And how has your experience with San Remo been? Have you tried other pasta shapes as well?
I haven't tried the other pasta shapes, but I'm so happy with the La Pasta kasi nga ngayon, since I'm homeschooling 4 kids. And I have a 3-year-old na medyo mas kailangan na niya ng one-on-one time with me. So, parang
Mm.
mas sobrang busy ako ngayon. So, with the help of La Pasta, I'm still able to prepare quality dishes for my kids. Pero sobrang shortcut na.
Wow. All right. And few more questions. How's life after the family began a new adventure this year from city to country living?
Ay nako, sobrang mas masaya, sobrang mas tahimik yung buhay namin, and we're
I
able to
bet.
really focus on the kids' character, and mas nabigyan kami ng time to enjoy each other more. Parang alam mo yun, ang sarap lumayo sa city. Walang masyadong temptation.
That is so true. Oh my gosh, I envy you so much. And what's the status of your family home in Tagaytay? Oh my gosh,
Ay nako,
Tagaytay.
right now, lagi kaming tinatanong yan, but ang answer namin lagi is, hay nako, hindi na namin alam kasi sobrang delayed na. So si Luigi nga, namumuti na yung buhok niya dahil dito sa bahay na to. But hopefully, before Christmas, makalipat naman na kami.
Oh, okay. All right. So, can you tell us more about your new advocacy, Farming with Family?
Farming with family. Okay. So, actually, wala pa talaga kami masyadong alam sa farming. Feeling mga homesteaders pa lang kami. Inaaral pa lang namin. So, because of homeschooling, mas nabibigyan kami ng time to focus on it kasi ginagawa ko na ring lesson for the kids. So,
Mm-hmm.
ayun. So, we will update you guys kung successful yung mga tinanim namin. Right now kasi kakapatay lang ng tomatoes namin.
Oh my. Okay. So, in connection with that, how do you give your kids a childhood immersed in nature, especially from city, and then to doing this?
Yeah, so kasi I'm so into nature study kasi nga
Okay.
since we live in like a farm, sobrang daming pwedeng aralin dito. So instead sa science, that's our lesson. We just observe things and nilalagay namin sa microscope yung mga insects that we
Wow.
learn. It's also my way of showing my kids God's beautiful creation and showing them to appreciate yung mga simple things. Kaya ine siniseryoso ko yung nature study in our homeschooling.
Oh, wow. That is such a wonderful thing that you're already teaching your kids as early as now. It is important, actually, and especially yung mga herbs that we could, plant
Yes,
ourselves
yes,
and use for our dishes, right?
yes.
Yes. So, thank you so much for all those answers. We got to know you more and deeply. Thank you so much for that, Miss
Of
Patty
course,
Muhlach.
Patty.
Yes. And with our World Pasta Month celebration going on, we also have an Instagram filter contest. Just share a video using our filter. Follow Sunremo's social media accounts. That's at Sunremo PH for Instagram, Sunremo Philippines on YouTube, and facebook.com/Sunremo Philippines. Share via stories and tag at Sunremo PH on Instagram and get a chance to win 1,000 peso worth of Sodexo gift certificates and Sunremo family bundles. We can't wait to see your entries. And now, my dear friends, please feel free to ask your questions. You may do so via chat, or you are also welcome to join us in this conversation. We will also be picking 5 random participants who will join in this question and answer to get Sunremo products. Winners will be announced via our Facebook page. So, guys, I already actually saw a question earlier, and I think because we had wine, so someone was also asking if this is good for kids.
Yes, actually, since it's just, okay, normally, di ba yung nakikita nyo sa mga cooking show, parang pinaflambe talaga nila yung wine, talagang umaapoy, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
But since we're just using white wine, so yung alcohol content niya, hindi ka level ng rum. So, okay na siya basta nilagay mo lang yung wine sa hot pan kanina, like how I used it.
Mm,
So, it's good. It's
okay.
okay with kids. Yes, for
All
kids.
right. So that was a question. And let's see. And oh, how is la pasta different from regular pasta?
Okay, first of all, with la pasta, di ba when you're gonna cook your pasta, when you're boiling the water, you have to add salt. With the
Mm-hmm.
pasta, you don't have to do that anymore. And kung
Oh,
mano-notice nyo, sa lahat ng recipes ko, I didn't have to season anymore. So, because of the pasta, hindi na pwede nang i-avoid yung paglagay ng salt and pepper na normally yan yung mga weakness ng mga nagluluto di ba? So, yun
yes.
ang biggest difference for me.
Oh, that's interesting because I always add salt and pepper. So that's one thing that made me think about that. Okay. So, what other dish can we do using la pasta that kids will surely love?
So, kailangan, of course, you have to know what your kids like first, di ba? So, like what I mentioned a while ago, since my kids, they're into fried chicken, so pwede mo din iserve yung mac and cheese or yung Alfredo with fried chicken. Or you can also add in nga yung mga toppings na gusto nila. Normally, yung mga pizza toppings na gusto ng mga anak natin, bagay din siya with mac and cheese.
Wow, that is so interesting. Mixing everything makes
Yes.
it more yummier.
So what you can also add your leftovers. 'Di ba laging may mga tira-tirang ulam na pag leftovers wala na masyadong pumapansin, 'di ba? So isang way din 'to ng pag-recycle ng mga leftovers nyo.
That is true. Mm-mm. I will think about that leftover in my fridge right now.
Or bacon pala perfect with the mac and cheese also.
Oh, yes, that is so true.
And
All right.
even Alfredo.
Okay. Oh, bacon with Alfredo. All right. And is there any specific cooking technique that you can share to all mommies out there, especially for pasta, so that they can make your original recipes better?
Okay, basta ang pinaka-careful lang kayo talaga is how you cook your pasta. Make sure it's al dente. Kahit ako nagkakamali pa rin dito. So, basta don't overcook it kasi hindi na masyadong masarap talaga pag mushy na siya.
Oh, all right. Okay. And this is a nice question. What inspires you to cook delish recipes using San Remo La Pasta?
Okay, inspiration ko talaga dito yung mga kids kasi I love cooking pasta. Kung pina-follow nyo ako sa Instagram, makikita nyo lahat ng pinopost ko na recipes, pasta siya. Na actually, natatawa nga si Luigi kasi sabi ng daughter ko, si Adriana, Mom, you know what? You can open an Italian restaurant because you're so good with pasta. Sabi ng mga kids
Wow.
ko, mas masarap pa daw ako magluto ng pasta kesa kay Luigi.
So pasta
So,
is your
very inspiring, di
expertise.
ba? Very inspiring, yes.
Yes, from your kids telling you that. Wow, I am going to watch out for that, Miss Patty. Oh, and this one I like because I am also a fan of healthy food. So question is, what is your tried and tested healthy ingredient that work best with pasta? And what quick and easy pasta recipe can you recommend for healthy conscious people?
I make sure parang kung nagpapapayat kayo, I like staying away from cream. Kasi so yun yung, so you can go for oil-based pasta, tomato-based pasta, mga ganyan.
But I love the cream.
Sobrang sarap, di ba? Favorite ko
Yes,
carbonara.
I love it creamier. Okay, but yeah, if you are health conscious, watch out
You
for
can
the
go
cream.
for white meat. So instead of like using beef sa mga pasta nyo, you can go for seafood or parang chicken.
Oh, yes. And oh no, no bacon, Miss Patty.
So bacon ka.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes, or just a little bit, maybe, is good. Yes.
Or you can add turkey bacon. Pero
Oh,
definitely, it's not gonna be the same.
but it's going to be a little healthier.
Yes.
Yes, all right. And a little bit tasty. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Last three questions. Okay, both recipes look good. Any other recipes that you can recommend that can be stored for a while for quick pambaon once, or those that don't spoil right away? Ah, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so yung mabibigay ko sa inyong tip for that is when you make your pasta, di ba, pasta and then the sauce, make sure pag ihahalo nyo na yung pasta and sauce, yung mauubos nyo lang. Because mas masarap when we reheat the pasta instead, kasi di ba pag nakahalo na yung sauce, you just put it in the microwave. Pero kung naka-separate pa, mas okay, you just make you just boil water and then dun yung iinitin yung noodles nyo and then i-separate nyo yung pag-heat up ng sauce para mas
Oh.
fresh.
Oh, all right. Because I usually put it all together
Yes,
already.
ganun talaga. Oo.
I am so guilty with that.
So make sure pag ginawa mo yun, ubusin mo na.
Oh no. So, oh, that's a nice suggestion. So if you are going to expect leftovers, do not put it all together right away. Okay, okay. Thank you for that, Miss Patty. And for pasta leftover, do you just reheat microwave? Oh yes. Separate, yes. Hi, Miss Patty. My kids and I love creamy pasta. What tips can you give to make pasta dish creamier?
Creamier. Like my carbonara recipe, it's super creamy. What I use, ang ginagamit ko is cream cheese and cooking cream.
Mm,
Try
all
that.
right.
Sobrang sarap.
Oh, I surely will because I love it creamier, or if it
Yes.
could be creamiest.
And that recipe, you can also use that as dip pag gumawa kayo ng cordon bleu. So,
Oh my
okay din yan.
gosh, that is
And
right.
also, to make it creamier and tastier, sinabihan ako ng asawa ko, add butter.
Ah, okay. That's something that I haven't tried yet. Butter. All right. We'll do that, Miss Patty. Thank you so much for answering all those questions, and very good suggestion that we could also try at home. So there you go. Thank you for all those questions. And we've had some truly fun pasta filled discussion. Thank you so much again, Miss Patty Muhlach. And just a reminder again that you can grab San Remo's family bundle for a limited time only. Get two pasta sauces and one family size San Remo pasta for only 299 pesos, available online at Sisu Food Hub and Shopee. And for more updates and promos, you can follow Sanremo on social media. That is at Sanremo PH for Instagram, Sanremo Philippines on YouTube, and Facebook.com/Sanremo Philippines. Let us make every day a pasta day during this World Pasta Month 2020. And now, Miss Patty, would you care to recap the wonderful dishes that you have demonstrated?
Okay, so for the kids, I just tried to make macaroni and cheese more exciting by turning it into croquettes. Again, you can make this recipe your own by adding your kids' favorite food. The other recipe that I shared was the smoked salmon and dill Alfredo. With the Alfredo, you can also use yun nga, bacon and mushrooms instead of salmon and dill. This Alfredo also goes well with chicken, especially with roast chicken. If you have more questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. It's Patty Muhlach. That's PattyMuhlach. I'm very active there and I reply all the time. Mamas, you can look at this opportunity to be with your family more often as something you welcome and embrace or something you dread. I encourage you to embrace it and make the most out of it. Make deeper connections, work on your kids' character, and most of all, love. Love your kids, love your husband, focus on your family. Mamas, let us rise and slay. Let us build better families.
Thank you so much for that once again, Miss Patty
Also
Muhlach.
for having me. Thank you guys.
Yay! We all enjoy, especially all the kids. all the answers that you shared with us. Thank you so much, Miss Patty Muhlach. So, guys, that's a wrap for our first World Pasta Month session. Let's give her, Miss Patty, another round of applause. Thank you so much. And for you guys, thank you all for joining us this morning. We look forward to continuing our World Pasta Month celebration with you and seeing you on our next event of series. Once again, this has been your host, Mary De Leon. Thank you so much, everyone, and stay safe.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Miss Patty. Bye.